right. Who can tell me anything about Mr. Pierce?
He uses oil heaters at his house in New Hampshire.
That answer was either very sarcastic or very stupid. Either way, I'm whacking you with my clipboard. Brace yourself.
Wait, he's hypoxic with a clear chest x-ray, which can be a sign of carbon monoxide poisoning. I learned that watching House.
House is a genius.
That's it. I'm whacking both of you.
Ow.
Look, I know you all curl up on your futons at night, dreaming of cracking a real-life medical mystery so that some doctor/supermodel will want to touch your eruption button. But here's the bad news. This isn't a TV show. There aren't any cameras over here. Real medical mysteries don't happen every week, and doctors damn sure don't look like models. They look like wrecks.
What?
Chin up, you ugly bastard. So, if you want to solve a real mystery, go ahead and figure out who's taking my New York Times every Sunday. Or, better yet, how about why anybody on the planet actually thinks Dane Cook is funny? As far as Mr. Pierce goes, he has your run-of-the-mill pulmonary embolism. And I know, it is a boring medical diagnosis. But that's what hospitals are. Boring.
Listen, while I have you here, I'm applying for a fellowship, and I could really use a letter of recommendation. I was thinking that when you wrote it, instead of using a girl's name, you could refer to me as Dr. Dorian. I think it sounds a little more professional, and frankly, each time you call me a girl's name, I die a little inside.
Look, Janice, Denise, Tiffany, Amber, Thiessen. Let me go ahead and share a little something special with you that I like to call Perry's perspective. One, if someone's standing in front of me in line at the coffee shop and they can't decide what they want in the half hour it took to get to the register, I should be allowed to kill them. Two, I'm fairly sure if they took porn off the internet, there'd only be one website left, and it'd be called Bring Back the Porn. Three, and most importantly of all, the only way to be respected as a doctor, nay, respected as a man, is to be an island. You are born alone, you damn sure die alone. Isn't that right, Spike? The point is, and you just might want to jot this down, only the weak need help.
I should get that tattooed on my neck.
Hey.
Boy, oh boy, does it look like you pissed off the wrong guy there, Crunchy. And trust me, he'll make ya pay.
Oh, Dr. Kelso's all bluster. Underneath it all, I bet he's a sweetheart.
No, underneath it all, he is pure evil.
Perry, no one's pure evil. I mean, yes, some people have a hard outer shell, but inside, everybody has a creamy center.
There are plenty of people here on this particular planet who are hard on the outside and hard on the inside.
So they'd have more of a nougaty center?
Lady, people aren't chocolates. Do you know what they are mostly? Bastards. Bastard-coated bastards with bastard filling. But I don't find them half as annoying as I find naive, bubble-headed optimists who walk around vomiting sunshine.
I'm touching your creamy center.
Oh, I am so very angry that I'm going to find someone to kill just to prove her wrong. Yes, milady?
So? You feeling all like, ah!
That depends. Does blah mean confused and incredibly annoyed?
Come on, man, it's our last week together. The JD and Cox train is pulling into the station. You must have a metaphor you want to use. Hit me with it.
I suppose I could riff a list of things that I care as little about as our last week together. Let me see. Low-carb diets, Michael Moore, the Republican National Convention, Kabbalah and all Kabbalah-related products. High-def TV, the Bush daughters, wireless hotspots, the OC, the UN, recycling, getting punked, Danny Gans, the Latin Grammys, the real Grammys, Jeff, that wiggle who sleeps too darn much, the Yankees payroll, all the red states, all the blue states, every hybrid car, every talk show host, everything on the planet, everything in the solar system, everything that exists. Past, present, and future in all discovered and undiscovered dimensions. Oh, and Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. How dare he?
Look, Dr. Cox, you can trust me to help you. For gosh sakes, I was top 5 in my class.
That's the noise I make when somebody lies to me.
Okay, I was 8th, but I can do this. I'll get us this perfect,
Don't say it.
perfect game.
Don't say what part of don't say it did you not understand? Was it the don't, or was it the say it? Help me to help you, Barbie. Help me to help you. Help me to help you. Help me to help you.
I should get to work.
That would be lovely.
It's hard trying to figure out how to reach somebody. I guess the only thing to do is think of someone that I look up to and remember how they first got through to me.
Newbie, the only way you could be less productive right now is if you were, in fact, the wall in which you're leaning against. Of course, then you'd be providing some jackass with a wall in which to lean against and reflect on what a jackass he truly is. I know. Here it's a conundrum, but don't you worry about it. I'll tackle that one right upstairs. In the meantime, you could at least pretend to be doing some work, and right about now, even though you don't have your basket, oh, it's just a terrific time for you to skip away, Shirley. Skip away. Skip away. Good. Skip away. Skip, tamaloo, woohoo!
That laughing had better not be aimed in my direction, bro.
Bro? Dude, bros don't even use bro. You're not as hip as you think you are.
And you are?
I'm black. God knew my people would go through struggles, so he gave us a lifetime supply of cool to compensate. Just like he knew white people would be rhythmically challenged, and he gave y'all this dance.
You're black? Because last I checked, you had a nerdy white best friend, you enjoy Neil Diamond, and you damn sure act like a black guy. And these, my friend, are all characteristics of white guys. And please understand, I'm a huge supporter of the NAACP. And if you don't know what that stands for, it is the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People. And quite frankly, I always thought they should change the colored people to African Americans, but then of course it wouldn't be the NAACP, it would be the N-Quad-A, or NAN. I know, this probably sounds like a digression, but it actually leads me back to my original point. Do I think you're black? Nah!
Snack cake? Snack cake. Dr. Cox, Dan was wondering if you could trail with us today.
Good God in heaven, Newbie, there are just so very many ways for me to say this to you. Never, not in a million years, absolutely not. No way, Jose, no chance, Lance, yet, negatory, nah, and of course my own personal favorite of all time, man falling off of a cliff. No!
But Dr. Cox, I just want to say thank you.
Hold the phone. You don't want him to come with us?
No. Poof.
Dan? Come. Dead. 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 And oh my goodness, if we don't have somebody here that we might be able to help. Miss Bartow is 36, she is septic, and she is in respiratory failure. Dr. Weiss, I want you to draw 3 sets of surveillance cultures. Mr. Murphy.
Dr. Murphy?
Just go ahead and get a stat ABG. We are going to try to wean her off of the vent today, so I want all of you people to give her most of your attention.
I say we listen to Dr. Cox and do exactly what he says.
That's unbelievable.
But Dr. Cox, earlier today, Dr. Cox was telling us that
I don't ever want to hear anything that's come out of that man's mouth, unless, of course, it's, oh my God, I'm dying, now I'm moving towards the light. But wait a minute, there's been a mistake. This is hell. Hello, Hitler. Hello, Mussolini. Captain Kangaroo. That's weird. Don't you see, Barbie, I would rather listen to you go on and on about the joys of dolphin sex.
dolphin trainer sex. My boyfriend is a dolphin trainer.
I hear that's a shame, because the whole dolphin thing used to make you so interesting. Too bad. We are moving on.
Private dancer? More like private man, sure. As in, man, he sure has a positive outlook on life. Right?
Carla, you rascal, I can't help but notice you love making jokes. What the devil was that you were saying earlier about your coffee?
I said, it's so good it's like crack. I'm telling you guys, it really is.
You would hear crickets chirping, but they were too uncomfortable about just how unfunny that actually was.
So what, I'm not funny?
Well, I think you're very funny when you're being sarcastic or you're up on your high horse. You know, as long as you stay right in your wheelhouse. And it's no different for any of us. Barbie is funniest when she's an anal retentive train wreck. Your husband sells it with a cocky attitude.
Well, you know, I do what I do and I do what I do.
The janitor is amusing because, quite frankly, he's insane.
I made shoes for my rabbit.
And Alice here, well, she can turn a phrase. I assume that because I just called you Alice, that you're now fantasizing about me being the maid in the Brady Bunch. Am I right?
He was.
Now, sadly, some people just aren't funny, but they've got funny names. For example, Dr. Beardface, Dr. Mickhead, Colonel Doctor, and Snoop Dogg in turn.
Hey.
My bad, Snoop Dogg resident. The Todd is a sexual deviant. Laverne believes in God, which is hilarious to me. And Ted is the hospital sad sack.
I am?
Yes.
Aww.
And me, well, I'm funny because I commit. C-O-M-M-I, tay-tay, 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 tay. Tay. I also do funny rants. To tell you the truth, there's really only one guy in this entire dump who is funny no matter what he says.
Holy hell, are my new boxers made of wool? Because my weasel's getting heat stroke.
The point is, please, don't tell any more jokes.
I'm not a sad sack, am I?
Ted, your pen exploded.
Aww.